right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. Welcome to this live broadcast. All right, if you joined me earlier on for the Skill Up show, please say hi again to me. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to this series. We call it the Mastermind, my Mastermind Journey series. Okay, so in this series, we have parents of the mastermind partners and the partners themselves, okay, who will be coming, okay, on the program to share their experiences with us. Okay, they're going to be sharing with us what the program has been like for them, how the program has impacted them, or how the program has disempowered them. Okay, whatever it is, they're going to be sharing with us what their experiences have been so far. All right, so my name is Maribel Chima. Where's my guest? I thought, okay, my guest is still here. All right, so my name is Maribel Chima. I'm the founder of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and PTM Resources, but I am also the proud matron of the Mastermind Circle. And the Mastermind Circle is the Mastermind Circle is a peer mentorship and accountability. What's going on? All right, so the Mastermind Circle is a peer mentorship and accountability group, okay, where we work with children between the ages of between the ages of 6 and 14. All right, so we say our biggest goal at the Mastermind Circle is to help children begin their journey of consolidation. And then when I say consolidation, what do I mean? Consolidation simply means here, okay, helping children get to the point where they can begin to take all the lessons and all the learning that they've been having over the last 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 13 years of their lives, from their parents, their teachers, their mentors, their coaches, from everyone, okay, their pastors, their imams, all of the lessons they get from all the people who instruct them, okay, from external motivation, basically. And then they begin to make sense of all of these instructions, okay? And they begin to understand the role that they play in their own lives. So we say the mastermind is where the child takes the front seat in his own life. He takes the wheel of his own life and begins to understand that he is the most important person in his own life and that he's the only constant factor in his own life. I tell this to the children a lot when I send them the voice notes. I tell them you are the most or the only constant factor in your life. Your parents will not be there forever. I mean, even right now, your parents are not there with you all the time. When you are in the toilet, you are in the toilet with you alone. When you go to school, your parents do not go to school with you. Okay, so yes, as it is, you are the only one that is going to be present in your life at every time. And so you are the biggest beneficiary of your decisions or the choices that you make in life. So what do we say to these children? We need to start teaching them how to start making decisions early. And because we understand the principles that the more you practice a thing, the more you become an expert or an authority in that area. The more you do, the better you become. Okay, so that's why we say, why wait until you are 16 and 17? Why wait until you are 20 for you to start taking charge of your life and begin to practice the things in your life that will help you navigate the world and will help you make the choices that will affect your life forever? Okay, so that's why we bring these children in as early as 6 to start pointing them towards the direction towards self-direction. We bring them as early as possible to start helping them understand their role in their own lives. Okay, we bring them as early as possible to start walking down the spectrum from a motivation to determination. All right, so even on that, even the whole journey of motivation is a spectrum. At some point, the children are not even bothered about what happens to them. They're not bothered about their children who actually do badly in school, and they don't see it as their problem as much as it is their parents' problem, because a lot of times it's the parents who carry these things on their head. Everything, okay, you've done me wrong. After everything I did for you. So because we are constantly making it about us, sorry, I'm having a bit of fluctuation there. All right, so without knowing it, we make them feel as if they're I'm so sorry about this. If you can hear me, I'm so sorry about this. Okay, we are not supposed to be having this at this time. Okay, all right. So yes. So that's a little about the guests. I'm going to be bringing our guest right on the screen right now. All right. So our guest is a parent at the Mastermind Circle. She is a mom of two of our partners. Okay, she's a mom of two amazing mastermind partners. She has her son, who is a junior partner, and then she has her daughter, who is a senior partner. All right, so guys, let's make welcome Aloyshima Shapera. Good evening, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Mary Beth. Good evening.
Oh, this network.
Can you hear me? Oh. Hello, Mary Beth. Can you
Can
hear
you see
me?
me? Can you hear me?
I can see you
Yes,
and
I
I can.
can.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Thank you. I don't know. So yesterday we were up here. Okay, sorry, was it yesterday or Saturday? Saturday we were up here for episode 2, and it was giving us this same trouble. We had network back and forth, back and forth. But on the first day, it wasn't like this. So I don't understand what it is. Whether we need to switch from having this at this time. All right, so welcome. Let's just enjoy while it lasts. Okay, it's here. In fact, let's enjoy. We'll be fine from now. All right,
Yeah.
so thank you, Alu. Thank you for being with us. If you have been with us and you've been following us on PTM, in the PTM, I'm sure you know by now that Alu is not a stranger. She is One of us, she's a member of the team, but more than being a member of the team, she's a mastermind partner. She's a mastermind parent. So we like to call our parent partners too, because hey, we're partnering with you to support your children to be the best version of themselves. So seeing her here today is a different capacity. Here she's a parent. She hands us the children at the mastermind, and she goes and sits down there as a parent and allow us do our thing. So thank you very much for being here and for trusting us, on to be a part of your journey. So let me start by asking you. So you know how we say at the mastermind that the mastermind is a peer mentorship, la 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 la, many other things. So let me ask you about the peer mentorship part. How would you say that this part of the program, because we have different parts of this program, it's a program with many pregnancy, right? So it's a program with many angles. That's the truth. All right. But now there's the peer mentorship part. So let's focus on that. So how would you say that part of the program has impacted or has affected your children?
Okay, thank
Share
you,
with
Mary
us the
Beth.
ages of your children. I'm sure the audience would like to know.
Okay, so Sue MT, or I call her Sue, she's 10, and Tay Ivim or Ivim is 9. Is 9 years old. They're both 10 and 9. So I would say that the impact on them with the from the peer mentorship has been really great. There's something about seeing people your age doing certain things or saying certain things. It kind of spurs you on, and it gives you that energy boost to be able to get in and join in. Sometimes I know that children are kind of reluctant to maybe do certain things that parents are asking of them. For instance, we I had this challenge one time when we were we were doing scriptures. We were writing scriptures. We were doing it on our own, and it was kind of boring. But there are times in the mentorship, in the mastermind program, where part of the activities for the week is for you to share what you did in your meditation or your private or your scripture time. So this kind of made it easy for me, because they found that once they had their devotion and they wrote it out in their books, they could simply just write the same thing in and submit it to the mastermind accountability time. And this is what many of the other children are doing as well. And you find that because children have different ways of learning, I try not to compare my children, but my son doesn't really like to write that much. So but when he's looking at the writing, like he's in the group and he's seeing that children his age are writing and turning in work, this challenging challenges him to also do the writing. Something else that it's done is it's built that accountability. They know that there's someone out there waiting, want to say, okay, at this time you're going to turn in this. What did you do? What did you learn? So between themselves, this is something else. And another impact is the responsibility, or the knowledge about values. You know, as a parent, you keep saying you have to be honest, you need to have integrity, you need to have like the right virtues, but so it doesn't impact them as much as them hearing it from their peers, them seeing other children writing about it, saying, okay, I need to be honest, I need to do what I'm supposed to do. I came home, I did my chores, even when mom wasn't there, even when dad wasn't there. So there's just that recognition of values that being a part of this group brings. For instance, somebody will say, okay, I did my chores, and they're seeing that I asked them to do chores also. So it's like, okay, it's not just mommy being an
It's
African
not
mom.
just me. Yeah.
So this is what these are life skills, and this is what children my age can and are doing. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for that. That's what we keep saying, every time we're talking about the mastermind. I said to the children today, or when I reach out to the parents, okay, I'll be like, the kids, it's time we're having a training like tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, the kids need to be there, because the truth is, the amount or the speed that it takes, right, for children to learn from each other is nothing. I mean, how they learn from adults or from other people is nothing compared to how well or how fast or how authentic the learning, from one child to the other. Because when the children are seeing this from another child, it feels like, I mean, it's they can feel it, they can practically feel it, they can practically touch it. Like, okay, this
Yes.
thing is real because this is someone like me. But every time we're talking to them as parents, it's like abstract. Somewhere at the back of their mind is an adult thing,
True.
right? You want
True,
to say
very
something
well.
about that?
Yes, and just the science and research that has shown, and theories, even educational theories that back this up. There was a theorist, Lev Vygotsky. His the research that he did was children learning from social interactions. So this is just what the Mastermind program is. It's about them scaffolding each other, holding each other's hand, and challenging each other to learn. It's just like when there was a year I had a boy in the class. He bordered on like the genius. He was 3, but he could count from one to one, count and identify numbers from 1 to 1,000. And there was another boy in the class that couldn't do it. But by the time they started playing together, the one that knew the numbers was able to, every day through play, he will pick numbers, a physical number, and match a number of blocks to it. This was how the other boy learned how to count from 1 to 10. It's the same thing we're doing in the Mastermind journey. It's the
Yeah.
same science, it's the same scaffolding, it's the same holding of hands. So yes, you're so right.
Thank you so much. So now, by the way, I said it earlier at the beginning that Alu is one of the team member at PTM. So you can hear already. You can already hear the educator in her speaking, right? Uh-huh. So so she's our education. I mean, she's our educator, our education expert, our early years expert at the circle. I mean, in PTM. So every time I say to you, we have a program, we have a course that is for young children, you better just carry your bag and run. Okay.
Network is dangerous.
Network, sorry, my network again. So as I was saying, I said anytime you hear that we have programs for young children and the preteens at PTA, I see I'm just, this is expo. Carry your bag and run and register for it. Because what it means is we are giving you a robust curriculum that is both circular and both from a place of an expert contribution. So curriculum that we put together for any of our programs that is for young children, because we understand what it takes to educate young children. We understand that there are
Science
dynamics
and
to
research.
educate. Yes. So we understand that there are dynamics to educating young children. It's not just enough that you hear, oh, children are like this, oh, do this with them. There is a way, guys. There is always a way. Okay, there is you doing it generally, and the result you get may not be as the result of someone who has years of experience, and then of course has all the facts and all the scientific backings to it. So for instance, we have the summer program that is coming up right now, the summer fun activity. Alu and I put those fun activities together, and it's something that we have built over the years. 3 years and running, we've been building that curriculum. So I'm not joking when I come here and I say to you, it's not like your everyday book reading. They say, oh, book reading. I mean, it's awesome. Every program about reading is awesome. I promise you, any program about reading is awesome. But you see, this particular one is not your regular program. It's not having books. Which book are we reading today? And no, it's not like that. This one is hands-on and this one is tested, and it's for a purpose, and that purpose is more than just what you see. That purpose is deeper. Okay, we want to deal with the foundation. So when we tell you to come for a challenge for children 0 to 10, you begin to ask yourself, what can my child that is 0 That is
Learn.
just 2 months due. It's because we are dealing with principles and programming, and things that are beyond just what you will see right now. Thank you so much, Alu. Now I have deviated. I'm sorry. So let's come back to the mastermind, because that's what we're talking about here. Okay, so
Yeah.
anyway, if you want to register, just put in the comments that you would like to register for the summer fun program. Okay, just put it right there, and then we will share the link with you on how you can register. It's just 3,500 naira. It is less than $5. I mean, it's just about $5. Just $5. That's all it is. 3,500. It's not even enough to buy a box of pizza. It's just the price for two pieces of or whatever. So please, it's something that, I'm not begging you. I am telling you something that will benefit your child. All right.
True.
So Alu, you're joining us from the UAE. Okay, you're joining us from Abu Dhabi. That's where Alu is joining us from. Now, you
Right.
know how it is when children are out there in diaspora and all of that. Some parents tend to think, oh, okay, it's the educational system in Nigeria that is messed up and all of that. So now, right now, my child is abroad, in the abroad, where everything is good, where there's opportunity, where they just do, and your child becomes excellent. So why would you be in the abroad where your child goes to an American or whatever school in Abu Dhabi, and yet you still think they need to be in a program like this?
Yes, like I said, the benefits for this program are countless and they're endless. I spoke about the accountability, I spoke about the high energy and the instant feedback they get when they turn in the work that they do is another advantage. We are looking at something that is totally holistic. We're looking at we live in a world today that is so deprived of values, of morals, of things that are important. So for me, I'm coming back and being a part of this program because I feel it deals with things like entitlement mentality that this generation tend to have a lot. It deals with that wokeism. It deals with that we know it all, we have the answers that this generation has. And for me, it builds that sense of community. Something that we that are outside of the country miss a lot is that sense of community. You take it for granted when you can just jump in your car and go to your sister's house, to your friend's house, be with family. You take it for granted, but out here it's like it's a big deal, and you need to really, really make time for it. So for me, the benefits for me are the accountability, the sense of community, the kind of values that are being instilled. When you have speakers that are coming on the program and they're talking about the sex education, talking about vices that ordinarily sometimes as parents you will look for words to be able to discuss it with the child, but you have people coming and speaking. They're trained experts and professionals that come on the mastermind to speak on this, and the impact is huge. It's just like me. Sometimes I'm saying to my daughter or my son that maybe we're speaking about relationships and dating, and I'm like, you need to wait. You know, sometimes you feel shy as a parent to go into the details, but when you have an expert on the mastermind program speaking, the person has been trained, she has experience working with children this age, so they are going to say it as it is. They're not going to mince around and play with the words. So for me, these are the benefits, and just developing that winning mindset, that I can do it mindset, for me is another amazing advantage of being a part of this program, even though I'm out here. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. You said so much there. Yesterday during the children had their meeting, right? The partners had their meeting, and that meeting was the session was held by the lead partner. So Kamsi had that meeting, and in the meeting, the children were learning. He was delivering a class on creating borders, personal boundaries. All right, so we're talking about personal boundaries this month in the circle. Okay, so yesterday's session was about personal boundaries, and I was listening to him. So he's such a big boy right now. He puts his classes together, does his PowerPoints together.
Tavim.
Okay, network issues. Sorry, are we back? All right. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
We can't see. Okay, now we can see you and hear you as well.
All right, then. Thank you. So I was saying, by the way, I hope you know that the mastermind, I am just the matron. I'm just the matron at the mastermind. I'm not the everybody. The children are running their show. The mastermind is the children's thing. I am just the matron. And just the way we have other guests, come in and do a training at the end of the month, is the way I come in and do some of the trainings, that is under my, forte or purview or something like that. But it's the same way I will come and training with them if she has to. Apart from that, the children run their show. It is a pair. They are mentors. The children mentor each other. Okay, Ali is out. I hope you can see me. So the children mentor each other. The children inspire each other. The children lead themselves. It's such an amazing thing to watch, an amazing thing to do. Okay, so right now they have the pair bodies. Okay, they have their different groups where they have pair leaders. Okay, leaders in those groups and all of that. Sometimes I just sit down there and I get a message, and the message is from a leader and it's saying, "Ma, please, my team and I would like to have a meeting at so and so. Can you set up the meeting for me?" Like, that's the lead partner, and then he's reaching out to his client, to his buddies, and he's like, "Okay, guys, we need to talk about this." So for me, it's really as if it's amazing. I can just chill there and just watch them do this. So I was listening to him yesterday while he was giving that class, or while he was giving that lesson or whatever, and I was thinking, about the category of boundaries that he was going to talk about, and he actually went all. They talked about boundaries in education, body boundaries. He talked about boundaries in your sexuality. Like they were talking about sex. They were talking about sex. This is where the senior partners. They're talking about the sex education. They were having the sex education conversation, and it was a normal conversation, like a normal conversation that is backed by knowledge and all of that. I was proud yesterday. They were all sitting down there. I could see they were all on the screen. I was with them, but I wasn't, the one running the meeting. So I was just in the background. My face was out, but I was watching all of them. I was cooking, funny enough, at the time. But I could see that everybody sitting down there having normal conversation, no giggling, no. They were having normal, proper conversation on the matter. Okay, he talked about crushes, and then he told them he handles his own crushes, like how he handles it when he has a crush and all of that. Or, okay, I've not had a crush yet, but basically, so what we're doing is we're bringing children to start having the kind of conversation that regular children do not have amongst themselves. When these children are with their friends, a lot of what you hear is either game or is music. It's one game, video game, one music, one something. Okay, they are never having conversations that impact, that helps them like impact themselves. And as you said, there is something about the fact that that other child is doing it. That other child is doing it. It's not my mom telling me about this thing this time. It is actually another of my peers telling me about this thing. And I love the conversation I had yesterday, how it was a case of, okay, when it comes to boundaries around dressing, okay, it was like, so boundary around dressing, I personally do not think I would need a tattoo. So these conversations are not coming from a place of, oh, this is discriminatory, don't touch, don't go there. He's actually on his own side. I personally would not, I don't think that I need to put my thoughts on my skin. That's how he put it. I think I need to put my thoughts or how I feel about anybody on my skin for it to be real. Okay, so yes, I mean, someone can mean a lot to me. I could have a thought, I could feel something about myself, and I know it. I don't necessarily have to tattoo it on my skin for it to be real. Now look at this now. Your child could be someone who, likes this, but he's never had this conversation from this perspective. Okay, he's never had it from this perspective, and this perspective is not coming from you. Just say, "Oh, it's a sin or it's not a sin." It's coming from him talking with his mates, and this is why one of his mates thinks he doesn't need a tattoo because, hey, I feel this way about someone. I don't have to write it on my body for it to be authentic. If you say I feel it, it's I feel it, and then you hear him say, "Whatever your decision is on things like this." Should be based on your personal values and your family values. So basically, I am saying, and but this is my personal, you know, belief or my personal perspective to it. And I thought that was really amazing. I thought that was really, something. I just thought that was something for 10 to 14-year-olds, having this kind of conversation. All right. So let's just talk a bit about how, self-direction. So how the children have been able to take all that is happening, in the circle to start directing themselves even at home. In the circle, what everything we do, we put it around 8 areas, and we're constantly creating tools for the children around those areas. We have kingdom life, that's your spirituality, prayer, and all of that, whatever religion you belong to. So we have kingdom life, we have home management, we have self-management, we have your academics, we're strong like that of your academics, we have leisure reading, we have your skills and your talents, we have financial skills, and of course, we have all the social skills, emotional intelligence, and all of that, comes together. So these are all the areas that we are constantly creating things from, just so our children can, build themselves in each of these areas and begin to lead themselves in these areas. How would you say you can see the last 1 year? Your kids have been here. They've been here right from the the first was here right from the very first, cohort. We had two cohorts of 2 terms of 3 months, and then by the third cohort decided to just make it a yearly subscription. So how would you say you can, what have you seen when it comes to directing themselves? Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I can hear you. Oh, the network.
Yes, hello, May. I can hear you,
Okay.
but your picture is frozen now.
Okay, but did you hear my question?
Sorry, I didn't get it because it
Okay,
broke.
I was saying, okay, I was saying, okay, I talked a lot there, but basically I was saying that, in the mastermind, we have 8 areas that we focus on. Okay, kingdom
Yes,
life, self-management, your home management, your skills and your talents, your academics, skill talents, your academics, your
yes,
social skills, emotional intelligence, and all of that. We also look at leadership skills, big for us at the mind, and your leadership skills, and then of course your financial knowledge and all of that. So these are areas. So when we create tools in the mastermind, these are the areas that we are taking our tools from, right? And then
yes,
we give these tools to the children so that children begin to build, build gradually, one block after the other, practicing these skills so that they have a holistic result at the end of the day. Just putting these tools together every day, throughout the months, okay, until the whole circle. So I'm saying, how have your children evolved when it comes to directing themselves, even around these different areas?
okay. So, like I said, the especially with, for instance, with finances, they've learned that when you have income, or when you make money, it's not just for it to be spent. It is, money is like some responsibility or a seed also that has been placed in your hand. And also the leadership aspect of the mastermind class is program is also something that I like very much. Having them take leadership and ownership. This, I think, at the end of the day, is what everybody is in life. We're all leaders. So that they're getting the skills from an early age and also learning from each other, for them is it's amazing. I hope I answered your question right, because there was a bit of a glitch when I was trying to get it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I think the network is just crazy. Okay, so when it comes to taking responsibility at home, how
Yes.
have they improved when it comes to like taking
So,
responsibility on their own and
so
leading themselves?
much.
Because
So much they have improved. For instance, when it comes to doing the chores, I don't need to be chasing after them anymore. It just comes naturally. Okay, I need to, it's my turn today. I need to do the dishes. I need to clean the floor. And there was a series we did about honoring your parents. This really impacted them. Doing chores is seen as a form of honor now. So this is something that has really made them more responsible.
all right, okay. So I mean, this series is a 30-minute show. We've even stretched it a little to about 35 minutes. Okay, so that is it. You have heard the parents. When we're putting the show together, we said, how can we say to people out there who don't know about the mastermind? Because it's as if people don't really know about the mastermind. Okay, I was with one of my mentors the other day, and she's like, I'm not seeing the mastermind. Like, what's going on? People are not hearing about the amazing things that you guys are doing out there. And the parents say it too. People are not, I didn't even know about it until my friend now mentioned it to me. Because what we have in the mastermind is a lot of people referring. So we have one person join, and then the next time the person is bringing two or three of her friends. We have someone coming with one of their kids, and then the next time they have two or three of their children, I mean one or two of their kids joining. So you see, it's a program that has grown from just 14 partners started to 41 partners that came in through referral and all of it. So that's why we say, we know something, maybe we should go out and a little more so that people out there actually hear that there is something fantastic, something amazing that is going on here that we've not been talking about, so much, but you need to hear about, you need to know about, and the accountability is just exceptional. The accountability at the mastermind is next to none. I promise you, it's next to nothing that it's just exceptional. Children that are at this stage in life where they are really very confused. Okay, adolescents kicking in, your 8-year-old, your 10-year-olds. Okay, adolescent is already kicking in, your 10-year-old is just getting that whole adolescent thing. There's a lot of confusion. So at this point, they really need to learn from each other and to learn from trusted adults. And this is what we're doing. So if you would like child to be a part of the mastermind, the next cohort begins on 1st of September. On the 1st of September, this flight will move. Okay? We already have tens and tens of parents on the waiting list to join the September flight. So if you would like to bring your child to be a part of the amazement that is here, this is time for you to book a slot. Lock down a slot. I had 2 parents lock down their slots yesterday. I had 2 parents lock down their slots today. Are you going to be the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, or the 10th one that will lock down the slot today? You better go ahead and do that, because if you lock down the slot with 5,000 naira, you are guaranteed, okay? And then you start paying now. We have just 2 months before September. So you better just start paying now so that you can at least make payments full before we start on September 1st. The fee is 50,000 naira. It is the most affordable you will get for any program like this. Quote me anywhere. It brings it to about 4,000 naira or thereabouts per month. Even the teacher in my village will not do we will not do lesson for your child twice a week for 4,000 naira. Quote me anywhere. The teacher in my village, and if you know my village, we still have to put firewood. I do, right? My friend
Yeah.
knows my village. So we still have to put, what do you call it? Planks, for you to drive and cross a bridge before you get to my village. Yes, we are like that. So it's still awesome like this. Alright, so I am telling you, even in the most remote village, will not have that person that will do lesson for your child. See your child twice in a week and collect 1,000 naira at the end of the month. They won't. But that's what we take from you to be with your child every day, to be a part of their lives, to be a part of their journey. We're sharing what is happening in school. They have challenges in school. They are reaching out. Coach Maribel, I need to tell you, it's everywhere. It's everything. They're reaching out and saying, you need to talk to my mom for me. It's everything. We got your back 247 for an entire year for just 50,000 naira. Please run and grab this one, because as soon as we are full, we will be taking any more people until the next cohort that will be in the year 2022, 2024, 2025. All right, so thank you very much. Alu, would you like to give us
Thank
your last
you.
word, Alu? Huh?
Yes, I would just like to sign up by saying, as Mary Beth said, look, um, there's no price that you can put on your children's futures and the kind of human beings that you would want them to be. Don't cry the tears of regret at the end when you can take action now. So go ahead, take action, and be a part of this amazing journey for your children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Love to the kids, love to swim and eat them. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us. If you're catching the replay, I can't see any questions here. So if you catch the replay and you have questions for us, let us know. Apart from that, at the end of this video, you will see that, in fact, you can actually just screenshot, okay, on your screen, you will see the information that you need to register to book a slot. So you can book that slot for 1,000 naira, or just go ahead and pay for the entire year and rest your kids. Of the people that have joined the next cohort, I think I have like over 10 of them who are 100%. So we are the ones owing them paid forward already. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for trusting us, for spending time with us, and for allowing us to be a part of your parenting journey. Thank you so much, Alu.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a lovely day. Bye.
You too. Bye.